hello. Welcome to today's Sketch It video with me, Helen. As you can see here, I'm slathering some paint onto a piece of white cardstock. I actually took two different blues from the Paper Artsy fresco paint. It's the one I had on hand, and mixed to make this blue. So once it was gone, it was gone. I'm using a sketch today that I found on the Hip Kit Club Facebook page from January, I think. And to be honest, I chose that sketch because I already had these three photos matted onto a piece of white cardstock and I wanted to use them. So I needed to find a sketch that went with it. Do I stick to the sketch? Well, not really. But it was a starting point, and really that's what sketches are for, as a starting point. Now, during all that babbling, I matted the photo a few times with a few different colours, and you can see here I'm using a repeating stencil with some white paint. I also used some Shimmers paint spray to to put around the page, and then I mopped it up with a paper towel. Didn't like how the splotches spread, smooshed. I can't think of the right word all of a sudden. Anyway, I've left that for a while, and now I'm working on a title. In the embellishment pack for this range, I had 3 tags with letters on them. I'd used the I for trip for another layout, but that got me going thinking about a title for this page. And so I decided to trace them, cut them out of yellow and green to make my title. I'll come back to that title and the meaning of the yellow and green in just a second. But you can see here I'm putting some ink around this strip of patterned paper because I don't like that left hand side of the layout. And so I decided, and this is where I veered off of the sketch, to cover it up, because we all know when you're scrapbooking, if you do something you don't like, and for me that happens quite often, you can always cover it up and keep going. Sometimes I throw the whole page away, but this time I decided to persevere and to keep going. You can see I'm going to add a bit of fun foam just to add some dimension behind my photo, and I like doing that. It allows me to tuck things underneath. It also gives some depth to the page. And this was a sticker from the range that I'm using. I'm using the Go See Explore range from somebody. Can't remember. Echo Park? I think it's Echo Park. And I had contemplated putting some thread behind that Explore sticker, but it was just proving to be way too difficult for me, so I didn't. So instead, I thought I'll do a bit of hand stitching with this banner here. And you saw by the magic of editing, it's all done. And I'm just sticking it down. Now the reason I'm using yellow and green, yes, it was in the collection, and yes, I've used those colours, but this page is about my friend Sarah that I met when I was teaching in England. And the funny thing is, she's Australian, just from where I actually live in Australia. The next town along, basically. And it's really amazing that we had to go all the way to England and teach over there in order for us to meet. Anyway, back to the page. Mixing up the thicker stickers to do my title. I like to do that. It just adds some interest. And I'm calling it Brighton Trip. I was going to call it Brighton Day Trip, but Brighton took up too much room, so we're just going with Brighton Trip. And as you saw, I had to just straighten that G. No, I don't like it when things are completely out of whack all the time. Sometimes, but not the G today. I'm just building a third area for embellishment. And I suppose in essence that was something from the sketch. There were 3 elements with embellishments, and I decided that I would use those 3, just not in the same place as the sketch. I wanted to use this sticker, and I've inked all the pieces, except for I forgot to do that with the Explore sticker, but never mind, just to tie it all in. And you can see I'm pulling out a few stars, so I start with the bigger sticker pieces and work my way down to the smaller sticker pieces or embellishment pieces. I also went diving through my stash and found a few puffy stickers that went, all from different collections, but the colours work. And because I had that strip of patterned paper on the left hand side, I just felt that the page needed a border to finish it off. So I quickly drew one in, added some journaling about the trip to Brighton and how I met Sarah, added the date, and that's it. It's all done. Oh no, a little bit of gold splattering just to finish off with. Well, I hope you've enjoyed it. Sorry for my rambling, but until next time, take care and happy crafting. See you later. Bye.